would you like to talk to the mic? Because I think that people may not hear you.
Sort of lost my voice over the Yom Tov. I apologize. I really don't want the limelight, but I really feel compelled, really by way of communication and honesty. I think that Monica represents a really very special kind of person. She's truly sincere. She's truly committed, and the message of reconciliation is something we should all learn from. But I want to explain by virtue of my own history, which is truly representative of a large number of people descended from Polish Jews, why this is not so easily achieved and why we cannot necessarily, I mean, it's not a question of not supporting what you're asking for in Poland, but having difficulties with it. My parents grew up in the same shtetl. They were married to other people, and they went through the camps, the Lodz ghetto, the death marches, everything, okay? And we came to this country, and I with them in '51. They were liberated in Germany. I was born in München. And they loved Poland. My mother told me stories of what a beautiful country it is, nature, the forest, everything about it. And they also enjoyed Polish history, which is a history of tremendous suffering. As a nation state, it was only post-World War I that they had that brief opportunity. So they understood Poland, and they experienced very much in their lives the anti-Semitism, but still they felt a national pride. And they left all of that, and they swore they would never return because it was too painful. And nobody can judge that. And yet we welcome, I think as Jews, whenever anyone shows respect for our contributions to a culture and our being a part of it, how can you not honor that? You want to respond in kind. You want to meet people on the right level. My cousins, my mother had a cousin, my father had a cousin, they remained in Poland after the war, and they raised children. In '68, and you alluded to this, after the Six-Day War, the Polish government really cracked down, and you lost a lot of the Jewish population that had remained. That's why there's only a fragment of 3,000, because many more had remained. And what happened was, just to give you an example, my mother's cousin's daughters, one was the valedictorian of her high school, she did not get to college. Her daughter had been accepted to medical school in Krakow, and they eliminated all the Jewish students. They were not allowed to matriculate. And so they came, and the other family, my father's side, they came, I remember, '68, '69. The girls of the family that I just described, it took them longer. One by one, they were sent out by their parents. They love Poland. I would never dare speak to them the way I'm speaking to the people here. They go back, they have reunions. There was a Polish diaspora of that group of people. They're in their 60s now. They've made new lives. They go to all the events. They'll be there when the museum in Warsaw opens. And they probably are your best bet for hearing your message. But for some of us, to honor our parents, we can't come to terms, not even to visit, even though it's so compelling for us. And it is a part of our history. So I wish for you that you achieve what you're aiming for, and that you can shore up the ruins, and you can encourage these sparks of life. But for some of us, it really is over. And I want you to know that, not because it's apathy on the part of the American Jewish community. It's not that we're in our own little bubble, because Jewish life doesn't allow you to live in a bubble. There's always some cloud on the horizon. But I want you to understand that, and that's why I'm standing here. Forgive me if I've been rude and overly personal or whatever, but I couldn't live with myself if I didn't say